What's up, everyone? This is Sense jamming out Access TV, station in Framingham, Massachusetts, my hometown. You know, the summer's coming up real fast. I want to tell you a story about a place that's very near and dear to my heart. It's called Camp Burgess. All right. Yeah. Yo, I was a navigator, shaking, making stains up in my bed sheet. Swear to God, straight pee through my head feet. I can't sleep, feeling homesick. First time alone with some kids I don't know and a dope flow. A couple European bros, speedos on a Tuesday, but that's just how it goes. No, it's hot, but here we call it a scorcher. No sunscreen, so my skin is like torture. Fly threads in the store, but I really can't afford, cause I spent all of my dough on sour Skittles. Now I'm solving riddles out loud. Burgess born so proud. That's my home away from home, so let's get it right now. Overnights and mosquito bites, ghost stories told by the flickering light. I can't begin to tell you how right the vibes while the summer's flying by like a bird in flight under the sky, wondering why. Now I'm working overtime, there's no denying my flow shining brighter than gold diamonds with mo rhyming. I'm so tired of real life. Camp, what it feels like is freedom, but I really can't describe the feeling. Years pass, but the magic lasts. It's a present that we get to remember the past. And on the edges of that torn, fragile photograph, there was a teardrop. Now it's got me thinking about some real spots. I made memories there, friends and enemies there, without a care. The sunset like heaven was there. For real, you had to see it to believe it. Not until you leave, and do you really understand the meaning? The ones who mean the most, man, you gotta keep them close. Those are the people you gonna treasure when the pressure's deepen. When I thank Camp for a special reason. It gave me peace, loving friends to keep me in every season. Been a decade and my brick is in the ground now. I'm counting on my blessings and focusing on my sound now. Yeah, but I won't ever forget you, I swear. I care about you too much, feel the love in the air. There's something there, can't you hold it, can't you see it? Nah, but just believe it like the people all believe in God. To all the Burgess boys and Hayward girls, got a call across the pond until you sure they heard you round the world. And when that council is ended and every candle lit, just know you found the best family you can ever get. All right. Switch up the vibe a little bit. You know, there's a lot of problems going on in this world right now. People are scared. You know, this election season seems like everything's going crazier than usual. But I just want to know that you all know that there's gonna be a happy ending. Yo. Memories of torture, border fakers and unimportance. Looking around, no wonder half of this world end up divorcing. Forcing themselves to stay together ain't the right way. They do it for the kids, at least that's what they might say. Staying up late at night, bickering, fighting over trivial differences. Unaware they igniting fires of lies and hate inside their child who's 8 and overweight. But I guess that's just America today. People say they want the truth, want it in the music, but unless you got the moolah, won't get a chance to prove it. Otherwise they all content looking the opposite way. So fast to toss you aside, making minimum wage. We staunch passion, flagship is capitalism. Baptize our own self-hatred and shots of that hard liquor. What comes quicker, death or a level of happiness? Think we draw breath fast. We're scared there'll be nothing left when the earth is destroyed. They distract us with toys, saying that boys will be boys while the missiles deployed, but it ain't annoying no more, it's infuriating. What's more, they averting their gaze, trying to keep us locked in the day. Make sure we keep up with everything Kardashians say, and we all making our way. The day-to-day is the time to play, so say what you want, they'll never take it away. I see the world in full color, never needed a shade of gray. Don't watch the news, cause what they spewing's abusive to the notion of journalism. They write for the earning instead of the yearning to learn. Stories lack purpose, and 90% of ice is found underneath the surface. Or at the opposite end of the spectrum, politicians presenting false evidence, bent and progressing precedents of the party with the most dough. Only God knows what goes on behind doors closed. Police have stopped protecting, only infecting their own image, making it hard for me to respect him. And I see the need for law enforcement, but what is more important, a bag of weed or a killer with bad fortunes? It's these reasons and more. I think I've had enough, maybe I haven't had it rough, but my eyes are wide open, I've seen injustice and even done it. I'm just hoping we could all be on this rock without shooting and choking. Maybe society's broken, but no reason to throw in the towel. We all got the power. It may take a while, fighting hour by hour. The garden is all weeds, but it only takes one flower. All right. Let's brighten things up a little bit. The song's called Ride With Me. Yeah. I just wanna ride round in a all black Bimmer with the top down in the summer. Put your hands up now for the one reporter spitting truth. Know sometimes that it's a bummer. My white kaleidoscope, I'm riding coast to coast waves. I hope the boat saves ya. My behavior, radical changer. Thinking we gotta love people we would call strangers. What's the danger? What's the danger? Tell me, do you know the danger? Danger, Hermione Granger. Making love to our day ones. Who the brave ones? Who the sane ones? Who the brains? Who the blamed ones? Make it rain, causing pain. Tell me why you stay the same. Why you never making change, son? Man, why you always stay the same, man? You never making change. I don't know. All right. You know, sometimes when you're going through life, it's hard to figure out where you want to go, what you want to do. I just want to let you guys know that I'm starting to figure it out for myself. Yeah. All I want is $1 million, a dog and a bomb girl from the Amazon. Up in the morning, my first thought is of me, Anya. Americana, but the wear and tear is bearing on us, and it's unclear where the money's gone, but I barely want to know. Bad habits intact, but it's like I'm losing touch. Still, I'm happy. The fact is that I choose the rush. Boost the budget while banks getting they bailouts, but tell me who's to cover Mother Nature when she's staled out. Taking losses to my wallet while I'm crossing ankles. Call it what you wanna, we just call it bossing and thankless. Change directions, I made corrections. Staying up late, whole time my soul's connected. It's voodoo what I do, that black magic will soon consume. Eulogizing rappers, you are now advised to step back while my whole crew is mobilizing, hoping liars descend to fire. I'm fly at a higher altitude, nothing to do but cease to lose. My admirers sire me on the wireless, legend in the booth, spitting truth while youth lost up in YouTube. See my video soon, they will be in soon. Tomfoolery, swinging all of this jewelry. And if I had to pick you and me, well, that's the beauty. See, I don't. You can do it now without my help. All it takes is perseverance and the patience for wealth. You heard it here, very clear. I'm taking over with stealth. A donor for health, but only if I'm going to hell. A motorboater with a Motorola told me that the future's but a moment. The only way to go is forward. Stupid sentences caught up in all pretension. It's a menace and I'm fed up like a better on a losing streak. Who's to speak on my behalf but me? Well, seem like everybody wanna be a leader, see? Secretly they only in it for the salaries. Fine with me, I'm counting commas while you busy counting calories. Sound asleep for now, I'm charging up the batteries. How is he a force to be reckoned? Well, I'm a mountain, see, I'm strong in the face of all these haters blowing shade at me. Gotta hold my ground when the ladies wanna parade for me. I started thinking that this life was made for me. I wanna show that I'm a contender, but nothing's ever made for free. I want the respect, yeah, and honesty too. Want the ones who cutting my checks to be prodigies too. Camaraderie's new, but I'm getting used to it. Text messages from these girls I never used to get. Yeah. Keep it going. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh. All right, well, last verse. I'm a disaster on the track, looking back at the catastrophes. People tuning in now, thinking I'm dastardly. Actually, I'm just a rapper feeling the gravity. We all closer than ever before, but it's unraveling while I've been traveling time, space, paradigms. With a couple of drugs and a pretty pair of dimes. Fell for you, girl with a diamond pair of eyes. All I want is just you, me, and paradise. All right. Switch up the vibes again. This song is called Money. You know, it's not always about getting the most, being the most greedy, you know. Sometimes it's about being generous, too. This beat remind me of my bank account in 09. Bare bones, I knew that it would start to grow in no time. My headphones told me to go off and I listened. Still picture myself inside my room, blankets and kisses. Was just a kid and I was always wishing for those riches. Life is a wish for luck, winning lottery tickets. Now I've caught on and I'm switching. The bars are solid gold, my girl's a centerfold. I learned the most from hearing things in school were never told. Money's the root of evil, depends on how you treat it. Cause some people spend it on healing kids and building steeples. The will to grow a fortune, the will is so important. Cause I know too many who'd blow it all on blowing Porsches. Just know that I'm more cautious. Yeah, cause when that money be stagnating, I'm itching to bag cape, go and rob a bank, cause we've had waiting and now we need an ad payment. The trailer's blazing, the track is blazing, I'm hearing Drake saying 6 mil. Man, well that'd be amazing. So I'ma go and make it happen. The basic rapping is over, Fernandez. I be speed racing. Ain't no need to be patient. Check it, the biggest rapper since Chris Wallace with thick wallets. We on the streets and our kicks walking, and with that last check, sent the snitches talking. Yeah, this that thought of getting rich talking. They got a problem, I'm aiming at them like which target. I bought a gun to ward off coppers. I started thinking it's the only way that we could stop them. The goods are on that worldwide scale, baby. Just twirl, baby, if I hurl, baby. No, it's the vodka and the pearls, baby. Only want what I earn, but I think it's fair. You only get what you want. My habit's rare. Gotta have it, that lavish living, not malice driven. And I'll give half of what I'm getting to some younger children that are willing to rip apart anything that you have for a diamond ring and a couple million. Or so it's told. No, I'm growing old, opening up a brand new road and it's unexplored. But they worry cause they see I'm killing. Barely acquainted, only scary cause I'm just beginning. You know, I'm really tired of seeing all this corruption in the world, man. I wish we could all just get along. Yeah. Saying prayers from my lair, draped in layers, royal ball players. Mr. Mayor unaware, doesn't care for the people's stares. But people there in their hair standing on end. They might marry a friend or they might wear him instead in the night. Scarier trends if you like. Good defending what's right. Independence, we all washed. Independence, the presidents are dumb as a dunce. No influence, might as well hand it all off to Trump. I'm gonna run to the 6, mixing with Burman. Sips from the bourbon is urgent. We're the new gods emergent. See us under the wonderful sun inside of a billion-mile wide solar system, but it's all whack in a flash. Heart attack for the fat asses with fat stacks, and that's that. The black masses stopping with guns. Fun factual, nowadays nothing's actual. Tugging slack, lungs will collapse. We beating big tobacco. Like the arachnid, silver will snap a leg and be throwing back bloody vernacular. Undercover, distracting them with mad violence coming. Keep wild and idle my time, behaving like David. I bribe bridles with Bibles, it's no denial. I'm sky high as a tyrant. Please hand me a lighter. Man, call me a fighter. I can't stand panhandling. Break the damn pandering. I feel like Anderson, something I am channeling. Stand for dignity, common sense, Sanders. I mean, the lights are getting brighter, bandwidth's getting wider. Started a fire by hand just to remind us we can. Put the mirror in the music just to see who I am. Now I see that I can make a path. I'll make it last. I still believe in this dream. Now you see where I stand. Sense. All right, guys. Got a couple more for you, one more after this. Thanks again for having me come out to the studio today. It's been a lot of fun. You know, this music, this rapping to me, it's like meditation, you know? Like yoga, I don't know. Anyway. Yo, I call this shop therapy. The bar's got us staring. We were there on the carpet talking sins. Got embarrassed, thin girl with some fat lips bopping in the trunk. We ad-lib, body rub, ribs slipping in the tub. Bubble suds touching, then we towel dry and pucker up. Sweet ruckus, but then I'm stuck in love. Bad kids causing trouble on the come up. We could rumble under overpasses. So dramatic, and I'll be going West Side Story along your sober asses. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I cross you out. Man, that's what it's all about. Yeah, I said that's what it's all about. Keep it going. Yeah. I'm an animal you just can't handle. I'm the man with the plan, Hannibal. Rip a face off the two-faced hoes. Can't stand them in my new place, though. I'm just saying, it ain't all bad. I'm on the road with the family, feeling like sanity. It's not about the vanity, the shows, yeah, and the weed. I'm just opinionated, rarely hated on. The game needs a player. I'm just trying to be Saint LeBron. Very fond of the blonde girls. Not about the coffee shop con artist, but she always rocking some Forever 21 girl. I'm just saying, let's have some fun, girl. Yeah, wicked weird with the spirit like a warrior in fear. When I'm spearing all my enemies, they'll disappear. Yeah, I really been scheming strong. Vagabond and I'm dragging all of my team along. Fire breathing in a broken red wagon. That's an inside joke, homie, lad, but you don't know the song. Nah, it won't be very long. Now, it won't be very long. Nah. Because there's no comparison, barely care if her hair is done. She's so hot that I go blind like I stare at the sun. Rare Duchess, some double cup in her bubble buttocks. We up to something, but what it was is a touchy subject. See? It was a touchy subject. So we cannot discuss it. You know? But it was not disgusted. I don't know. Last verse. Yeah, I got in the game, the apprentice to the names. No forgetting what became of the legends in the grave. Pay my debt to them. Retribution for letting loose in the booth. Nothing yet set in stone. My regrets coming home on the rooftop, smoking up the Tupac. Thinking about all of the time that the youths got raised in a shoebox, getting laid off from a low-paying job. So ashamed cause my mom's working late so we could have a table, some dinners homemade. But nothing was the same ever since I started saying I'ma go all Super Saiyan, turn this vapor to paper. But now the loud, disrupting the neighbors. This a labor of love. Kiss and hug, call me Mr. in the plug. Kids are falling from above. The adrenaline is not enough. Man, and I thought I had it rough. Man, you never had it rough. Well, it's all tough, but I know when I'm showing love, I'ma get it right back, and this whole crowd will be going up. Yeah, we'll all be going up. You know, we all be growing up. Can never know enough, but at least now you know what's up. Yeah.
So the course of time is really very much like the course of a ship.
All right, guys, the last one for me today. Thank you again for having me come out. Hope you all continue to support independent artists like myself all around the country, you know. Just trying to find an opportunity, a platform to have our voices get heard, so please continue to keep supporting them. So glad that there's people out there enjoying the music, so it really means a lot to me. And the song is called Until Next Time. Yeah. Lady Liberty Green, seen asleep in my bed, needing freedom, so I'm keeping my head down. Been a dream, now I'm fiending for a piece of the real, but the words can really make you heal. Working, still look ahead, never be lazy until I'm dead. Under pressure, but it's worth it when you making this bread. But to me, it's never about the dough, it's about the flow and the moments we holding on to. Nobody needs to know. I've grown quick as a stick of bamboo, but I remember baths, L'Oreal, stinging shampoo, singing campfire songs. Been a long time coming now, so I'm the realist, glad to have figured something out. Look at rappers who've been eating for a couple minutes, couldn't beat them then, but now I'm feeling something switching. Seek the plug, yeah, I'm just trying to get up in it and tour the world before I'm 30, talking bucket listing. Anniversary, cursing the very worst of me. Why does staying happy seem harder than brain surgery? I'm making virgins see the light. I'm still white and nerdy, rising bright and early to rehearse and write a verse of 3. That's just a little wordplay, and from the first day I've been working towards first place. Golden medals with the Acura pedals, I'm always cruising with a friend, smoking the John Lennon, I am legend. Will Smith is a role model, in the distant future seeing Bel Air and gold bottles. But fresh air is all I need right now. Never inherited anything, I'm still working it out. Feel like people always needing that assurance that they're living right. Worry about an image like they was up in the limelight. Save it for the pros, be your own superstar. Remember we all equal, it doesn't matter who you are. Humble lessons from a humble man. It's true, I wanna make it, so does everyone and Uncle Sam. But I'ma always be me, so I'll do what I can to be the best version of me. Just gotta play the hand. Stay standing, getting back on that black horse and ride into the sunset, plotting a fast course to a better life. Live my dream every day, whether that's right, well, I can't really say, because enlightenment, it never stays. Never stays. Entertainment is the only thing that ever remains. This a malevolent game, and if you win, it's a shame. So I'ma do it for love and not give a thought to the fame. For real. Alright. I live in the top spot, not where my parents thought I would go. Flying non-stop across the ocean, one globe, and it's home to so many people of all tones. In the 21st century, still shooting, we barely grown. Let it be known that I can't change it alone, but we could all act now, you know. Earth falls slow, maybe it's false hope. but the effort is real. The only way to heal is showing what they trying to conceal. How can we make them feel? Feels like nothing is working and they holding all the controls and we just running in circles. They pumping sermons, logos, media necessities. But if that was all a lie, then I really think we need less of these. There's no reason to abandon ship. We just need to realize how important this planet is. Cause when I'm older, I'm planning on having grandkids, and I don't wanna just tell them about oil spilling and conflict. More driven, your gift is your vision. And if you wanna succeed, just know it's your decision. Wealth is waiting where the grass is greener, but love is hiding under every shy demeanor. My, how the time flies by. The sun is so high above us in the sky, a bright light. Best days are ahead, and the worst times are behind us. And I said the best days are ahead, and the worst times are behind us. And even though it might be all in our heads, well, there's no need to remind us. In the end, the answers lie in all the kids, cause there's no time to rewind us. Said in the end, the answers lie in all the kids, cause there's no time to rewind us. Until next time, let this song remind you. Until then, let it find you. Said until next time, let this song remind you. Until then, let it find you. Alright guys, I'm out of here. Thank you very, very much for this opportunity. See you next time.